welcome back to my channel. Okay, yes, hello, consistent queen. Yes, thank you. So we are going to be talking about the books I read last month. Now I will tell you all the books I did read, and basically all I read last month was Frieda Mcfadden and why can't I think of my girl's name? Lucinda. So last month I read Every Summer After. I gave that book 5 stars. It was so cute. It kind of reminds me of Colleen Hoover's like November 9th. I don't know if you like read that one, but that's like the vibes it gave me. So that one was really good. It's a little rom-com. And then every other book I read was a thriller. So yeah, anyway, I read Run on Red. That book was so good, so good. 10s across the board for that one. And then we get into every other book I read, which was Lucinda and Frieda Mcfadden. So I read When She Returned. So When She Returned is basically about a cult. I read this book in one sitting. When I tell you the end of that book had me set, that book was so good. And I love how like well written the book was. And I did not guess the plot to that book. Like that ending, I just didn't see it coming. And I love when I can't tell what's about to happen. So that book, 5 stars. And there's like no trigger warnings for that one, because if you know Lucinda, then you know there's like hella triggers for her books. That one, it was just basically about a cult. So nothing that I can remember. Also, you guys, I've been trying to learn how to do my nails at home. They look really bad right now, but yeah, not too much on my nails, but I think they look so cute. My mom says she liked them, so I guess that's really all that matters. Just kidding. And then I read Crash by Frieda Mcfadden. This book was a bit longer. I did like it, and honestly, I did like the ending. A lot of people, when I was like seeing the reviews on this book, everybody was complaining about the ending. I liked it. I didn't see it coming. I thought it was fun. The middle of the book can seem a little repetitive when she's in the basement, because it's just all like, I feel like that part could have just been a little bit shorter, or like it could have been more exciting in my opinion. I didn't love that part. Like that was the part of the book I didn't like. The ending, I honestly did not mind. I didn't see it coming. It shook me to my core and I was like, oh, okay. Like I don't mind that. So I love that. I thought it was great. I think I gave that one 3.5 stars. And then we read Phantom Limb. This one's by Lucinda. Phantom Limb, that book was so good. This book has a bunch of triggers, so check them, because when I tell you, I could have read this book in one sitting, but I was just all like, this is a lot for me. So I am actually gonna close this and we're gonna pick her back up the next day. But it was so good. It was such a good book. Like the ending, and maybe it's because I don't read a lot of thrillers with twins. So honestly, if you probably do, you probably like, babe, I saw that coming. I did not see that coming. I've never read like a book with that trope, and I was shook it to my core. I was like, that's crazy. So good. And then I read The Boyfriend by Frieda Mcfadden. I did read this book in one sitting. The ending, chef's kiss. Because with Frieda Mcfadden, if she is pointing me to a character, I'm like, okay, so it's obviously not that character. And I still got it wrong. I assumed it was everybody else, but who it was. So good, so fast paced. It was really phenomenal. I definitely gave that one 5 stars. Loved it. And then the next book is If You Tell a Lie. Now I'm trying to remember which one this one was about, because I know I'm gonna mix up this one and the last Frieda Mcfadden book. So let me just see. Okay, so This one, If You Tell a Lie, it has 5 POVs, and then it has not like a POV from a, yeah, it has 5 POVs, and then 4 of the POVs are like from the characters, and they're told from past and present. So it was a lot for me to keep up with because ADHD. It was like every time I was reading like a different characters, I was going to like the chapter to see like whose POV I was reading. So besides that, it was good. It was just a lot to remember. It was a lot of details about like certain characters, and then in my head they just all kind of felt like mumbled and like jumbled up together, which was like whatever. But like towards the end when I read everything, I was like, oh, okay. But a lot of POVs, it just makes it hard for me to remember and digest the book. But overall, I did give it 3.5 stars. The POVs just made it really hard for me to like retain anything. So yeah, it was a really good book though. And then next I read One by One by Frieda Mcfadden. 5 stars. 5 stars. I did see a lot in the reviews about how like they were in the forest too long, or like people didn't like it. I love a good build-up, you know what I'm saying? Did not see the ending coming. Thought I did. I say that with every Frieda book, and I never guess the ending, which is probably why I like Frieda's books, because I can never guess the ending. So it was fantastic. It was fantastic. And I do think I like when Frieda has multiple characters in her books, when she doesn't give so many POVs, like she just gives a perspective from like one person, and just, you know, I like that. I don't like multiple POVs because it's so hard to keep up with. But 5 stars, the ending of the book, and the way the book starts, it's all like only one of us are gonna come out alive, and they just be getting one by one, and I'm just all like, okay. So in my head I'm like, okay, so the person's gonna come back is obviously the person who's narrating the story, right? And everybody's getting chopped off. So I'm like, oh, it's a good book, definitely would recommend. And then after that I read Keep Your Friends Close. I absolutely loved everything about this book. There was so many twists and turns. It was just so enjoyable. It was just one of those books where you're just all like, oh, okay. And then you're like, okay, well, it can't get worse than that. And then it just gets worse and worse, and you're just all like, it's enough. All right, like, you guys are going through it. That's fine. It's fine. All right, and then like the last book that I read is The Inmate by Frieda Mcfadden. I was, listen, this book was so good. The ending, the epilogue, moral of the story, Frieda Mcfadden needs to write The Inmate 2. Put the housemaid down. I need a second book for The Inmate, because there's no way on God's green earth you ended the book like that and there's not another one. Like, I love that this book left me wanting more, but if she doesn't write a second book, I feel complete. It wasn't like, what do I say? Like, she left like a cliffhanger. It wasn't like a cliffhanger like WTF, but it was more so like, that was so good, I need more type of vibe. And I absolutely love that. I'm currently in a book slump right now because I have been reading Ward D by Frieda Mcfadden for like a week now, and today is what, the 4th. I have not finished that book. I'm like on chapter 12. So those are my reads that I read last month. So I read like I think 10 books last month, which is great. So this is where we are for my book goal. 21, slay. So that's great. I will show you what is on my TBR for March. So I want to do Ward D. I'm going to finally just finish that. I might do that today, might not. But Ward D is looking really good. And then The Best of Friends by Lucinda Berry. And then, oh my god, I don't know if you guys watched the Ruby Frankie documentary. It's basically this documentary about a family vlogger. Nuts, crazy. But her daughter wrote a book, and everyone's saying like the book is way more descriptive and stuff. So that's on my TBR. And then I want to get through all of Lucinda Berry and Frieda Mcfadden's catalog. Frieda is coming out with a book in April, and I think Lucinda Berry is coming out with a book this month. If not this month, she's also coming out with one in April. And so the last books that I need to read, so this is all of Lucinda Berry's catalog, and the only books left from her that I need to read is When It All Falls Apart, book 1, Under Her Care, The Secrets of Us, The Best of Friends, Off the Deep End, and then Missing Parts. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books, which isn't bad. My only thing is When It All Falls Apart, I don't know what book 2 is or if she's written book 2, so that one might be the last one I read. And then for Miss Frieda Mcfadden, I think I have to read Brain Damage, Dead Med, Do Not Disturb, Do You Remember, The Ex, The Surrogate Mother, The Wife Upstairs, Want to Know a Secret, and I'm currently reading Ward D. So those are some of the books. I'm always going to pick up a thriller when it comes to like a book slump. And then besides those books, those are really just what I want to majorly. That's basically like the catalog I'm trying to get through. And then I really want to get into Steve Kavanaugh. I think that's how you say his name. Can you see that? Yeah, Steve Kavanaugh. I've been seeing him like all up and down my For You page. I haven't read any books by him, but I do have a few. And then I do want to read The Lethem Theory by Mel Robbins. I've been hearing so many good things about that. And then I do want to give Emily Henry another go. So I have People We Meet on Vacation. So those are really just what my book goal is for this month. We are on the 4th and I haven't finished a book. So I'm gonna set my book goal for this month for like, I don't know, 10 books. Because yeah, I think 10 should be fine. Yeah, we'll set the book goal for like 10 books. So yeah, that'll put me at 31, which is fantastic. But I might read more or less, who knows, if the reading bug is gonna bite me. But that is all that I have for this month's books. If you guys have any like book suggestions, book recs, good authors you guys are like reading right now, or some books that are on your TBR that you're looking forward to reading, please let me know. I am a psychological thriller girly to my core, but I'm getting into the rom-com, you know, like a little bit of spice. I haven't read nothing too spicy, but I'm not opposed to it, you know what I'm saying? I could get into that if the book is good enough, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you guys are watching this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be posting a vlog. I just need to edit her, so you guys will probably see this one first, and then you guys will see the vlog. Well, anyway, that's all I have to say, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love and appreciate all of you guys so much. Kisses on your forehead, and let's go edit these videos so they can get on the tube of you.